All right, so get this. Today we're diving deep into tarot, but with a twist.
Oh, a twist. I like where this is going.
We're ditching the whole predicting the future thing, right? This time it's about using tarot to, get this, shape your present.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Tell me more.
So we're taking cues from this YouTube creator who uses tarot as a tool for, like, serious self-discovery.
See, that's what I love about tarot. It's not some mystical crystal ball. It's a mirror reflecting back at you.
Totally. But you know how people get,
What?
right? They hear tarot and boom, it's all demonic influence this and creepy fortune teller that.
Oh, for sure. It's like that one horror movie. No need to name names. We all know it. Hollywood loves to play up those spooky stereotypes.
Right. And I think that's where a lot of the fear comes from. It's the unknown. But this creator, they're breaking it down in a way that makes so much sense.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So they talk about these external and internal influences on a reading.
Ah, interesting. So like external being the reader themselves, their energy, their own baggage.
Yeah. Like, could their bad day mess with your good vibes?
It's a thought for sure. But this creator, they're all about the internal influence, which is way more interesting.
Meaning, how we react is what really matters.
Bingo. They use this example about an ex coming back, right?
Ooh, juicy.
But here's the thing. It's not about whether it actually happens.
Whoa, real.
It's all about how that idea makes you feel.
Oh, wow, I see what you mean. Like, does it make you want to run for the hills? Or are you, like, secretly hoping they come crawling back?
Exactly. It's that gut reaction that tells the real story.
Man, that's deep. So it's less about fortune telling and more about, like, emotional excavation.
100%. That's why they call tarot a mirror, not a crystal ball. It's reflecting your inner world, not dictating your future.
And get this, they had these 3 questions they used to analyze any reading.
Ooh, lay it on me.
And honestly, these questions are pure gold, even outside of tarot.
I'm all about some universal wisdom. Hit me with question 1.
All right, so question 1 is all about getting real. Does this reflect my reality?
I like it, keeping it grounded.
Right, no more floating off into la la land. It's about bridging the gap between the cards and, like, your actual life.
So important. They have this great example about a reading that mentions feeling trapped, right?
Ugh, yeah, been there.
Totally. But instead of just accepting that as fate, they're like, hold up, are you actually feeling trapped in your life right now? And so where's that feeling coming from?
It's like sometimes we get so caught up in the mystique that we forget to check in with, ourselves.
It's so easy to get swept up in it all. They even talk about this idea of like, if a reading mentions a deceptive person.
Ooh, shady.
Right. But they're like, don't just slap that label on someone because the cards said so. Think about your life, your relationships. Who genuinely fits that description based on your real experiences?
Evidence-based tarot. I love it. Okay, question 2. Are you ready for this?
Bring it on!
Yes, all right. So question 2 is where things get really juicy. Does this prediction reflect the reality I want to live in?
Ooh, now we're talking. That's about aligning those tarot insights with your own values, your own dreams.
It's like taking back the reins, like, say a reading predicts a whole lot of conflict in your future.
Oof, nobody wants that.
Right. But this creator would be like, hold on a sec. Is a life full of drama really what you want? If not, what can you do to create a different reality for yourself?
Yes, you are not a passive bystander in your own life. You have the power to choose your own adventure.
Okay, last but not least, question number 3. This is where the magic happens. How am I going to use this to impact how I live?
Now we're talking action steps. This is about taking those reflections and turning them into, like, tangible change.
Exactly. It's about bridging the gap between thinking and doing.
They give all these examples of how it might play out in different scenarios. Like, remember that example we talked about?
How could I forget?
So let's say the reading does say they're coming back, and you've done the work, you've checked in with yourself, and you've decided, you know what, I actually do want that.
Okay, so then what?
Well, then this question comes in. How can you create an opening for that to happen? How can you position yourself to welcome that possibility?
Ooh, I like it. Manifestation vibes.
Right. But on the flip side, let's say you realize, oh, hell no, rekindling that flame is the last thing I need. This question helps you set those boundaries, protect your energy.
It's all about taking control of your own narrative, right?
Precisely. You are not at the mercy of fate, or a deck of cards for that matter.
You're writing your own story.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're doing it with self-awareness and intention, which is like the ultimate power move.
Okay, so we've got X drama covered. What about something a little less messy?
Okay, how about this? Let's say you're feeling totally stuck at work, right? Like majorly unfulfilled.
Ugh, tell me about it. The struggle is real.
So you do a reading, and boom, the cards are like, yep, we feel you, you're in a rut.
And then what? Do I just quit my job and become a tarot reader myself?
Hold your horses. It's not about making rash decisions. It's about using that resonance, that validation, as fuel for positive change.
So, like, maybe I finally update my resume or have that long overdue conversation with my boss?
Exactly. It's about using the reading as a springboard for action, not a prediction of doom and gloom.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
They even talk about using this question to navigate taking chances in life.
Like a leap of faith kind of thing.
Exactly. Let's say the reading encourages you to step outside your comfort zone, embrace a new opportunity. But this question makes you pause, right? It's like, are you really ready for what might happen if you go for it?
So it's about weighing the risks and the rewards, not just blindly jumping into the unknown.
Precisely. It's about informed decision-making, trusting your gut, and making choices that align with your big picture goals.
Okay, so to recap, we've got 3 powerhouse questions. Does this reflect my reality? Does this reflect the reality I want to live in? And how can I use this to actually make a difference in my life?
3 questions to rule them all.
See, that's what I love about this whole approach.
It's like empowering, right?
Totally. It's not about, like, throwing out tarot altogether. It's about stripping it down.
Exactly. Taking out that fear factor, that sense of like, oh no, the cards have spoken.
Right, because it's not about some predetermined destiny. It's about using these tools for self-discovery.
100%. And what I really appreciate about this creator is they're not saying tarot has all the answers.
They're just saying, hey, let's use this to ask some better questions.
Exactly, about ourselves, our relationships, our path.
And those questions, like we've been saying, those are valuable anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Not just with a deck of cards.
Oh, absolutely. They can lead to some serious breakthroughs in any area of life.
So for our listener, if you're intrigued by tarot, but maybe a little, hesitant about the woo-woo stuff,
I think this approach is super refreshing. It's grounded, it's practical,
and most importantly, it puts you in control.
which is key.
Mm.
At the end of the day, it's your life, your journey.
And you get to choose how you navigate it.
Couldn't agree more. It makes you wonder,
What's that?
like, if we can approach something like tarot with this kind of open, critical, but also, like, respectful mindset,
So I felt, yeah, I like that.
what else could we apply that to?
Ooh, that's a good one. What other doors could it open?
Right. What other hidden wisdom might we find if we just, like, dare to look beyond the surface?
It's something to think about. Yeah, it really makes you think.
Right. Like, what if we could apply this to, like, everything?
Seriously. It's like we get so caught up in what we think we know.
And all the, like, preconceived notions and judgments.
Exactly. But this is about, like, hitting the reset button
Totally. Approaching things with fresh eyes, an open mind.
and asking those tough questions.
Always. Because that's how we grow,
It's like that saying, the only constant is change.
And the more we embrace that, the more we learn, the more we evolve.
It's about becoming the best versions of ourselves.
100%.
And tarot, who knew, right? It could be a tool for that.
It's all about perspective.
So to our listeners out there, no matter what you believe about tarot,
Or anything else, for that matter.
keep asking those questions, keep exploring, and most importantly,
Keep an open mind.
that's it for this Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.